Hi there, and thanks for tuning in again to this week's edition of your Wheel and Anchor weekly newsletter. Well, I just wanted to recap about our virtual coffee connection that we had just this past Thursday, and it was really great to see faces from all across the country, some of whom that I recognized from past trips or from events, and others who were new. So a great cross-section of members that we had practically from coast to coast. And we had some interesting discussion about the impact of this coronavirus, COVID-19, on not just the travel industry, but on our lives in general. And it was fascinating to listen to and try to respond to some of the questions about what it all means. And gosh knows I certainly don't have all the answers, but it was for me most important for members to get a chance to hear from each other about your own impressions of what's going on and how you're dealing with the situation. You know, as it relates to the travel industry, well, somehow we will pick up the pieces when all is said and done, and we'll make the best to have great travel experiences. And certainly the cruise industry is going to be one that's really feels the effects, I think, for a few years to come, and as well the airlines are crying badly, but so are the millions and millions of other people in tourism all across the world. And as I say, it was great to sort of have a little informal chat with members the other day. But what I was most encouraged about all was to hear that everyone is really focused on the day-to-day at this point, and that's the best thing that we can do is really try to look inward a little bit and ensure that we, preserve our mind, body, and soul as we go through these troubling times. And I think that that's really what community is all about. And Wheel and Anchor is just one of the many communities that you're in. And I know some of our members had said that they had taken the time to volunteer and go and help out in their own communities by, for example, providing food for frontline workers. And I think that that's really exemplary of who we are as Canadians, and I think that members of Wheel and Anchor are really leaders in their own communities. So my heart was really warm to hear that, and I know that the other members felt the same. So we decided we're going to do this again. So if you missed out this past Thursday, then we're going to have our next virtual coffee connection on Thursday, April the 23rd, same time, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to see you come out, bring some questions along about what's going on. I'm hoping by that point we'll see a little bit the light at the end of the tunnel as far as this crisis is concerned. Gosh knows we could all use a little bit of good news. So in the meantime, reach out to those that are close to you, and even those that are not so close to you. I think it's a great opportunity to use all these tools of technology, whether it's Zoom like we use, or Skype or Slack or FaceTime, and talk to some people who you might not otherwise speak with or get a chance to connect with on a regular basis. So in the meantime, I look forward to catching up with you again next week. Stay healthy, stay safe, keep your distance, as it were, and we'll catch up to you again next week.